These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That jab misses. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Hook misses. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice defense on that hook. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A perfect counter shot. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
So just keep him on the end of his jab. Getting your timing already.
On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Didn't land that jab. No rest for the weary. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He misses with that jab. Think of holding on here for a minute. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Just boxing. Just be smart.
Just good work, that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
How about that time counter shot? You don't want to trade shots. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power. And I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. Jab misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Holmes in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be.
Can't miss him.
Here we we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. Here's a counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter punch caught him clean. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Missing with that jab. Straight right just misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round.
Calm yourself down.
On to the 5th we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What you've got to do, Teddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nobody home with that hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
jab just missed with the left hand. His stamina is off the charts. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those popped areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Oh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. Too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once.
Hold that thought. Oh my, the big fella just got rocked. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I'm worried.
Switch on. Get this ball.
On to the 6th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Good, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make the way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
His stamina is off the charts. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Well, we're going deep into the gas tank on this round. And he scores with the counter. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Ali in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
One shot at a time. Set.
There's the bell to start round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter shot. Stamina is off the charts. Just missed with that hook. That counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with that hook. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. They threw the hook. It didn't land. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? That jab won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
Don't get more free shots.
Round 8, and we're off again. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You gotta hope they run out of steam.
Beautiful counter shot. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Deciding to let it all hang out here in careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter punch. Lucky that hook didn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? And it's
the same again. Don't change.
There's the bell for round 9. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early round? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
There's a counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That uppercut just missed. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? A straight right just misses. Good counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home for that jab. That counter shot lands. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Just misses with that jab. A lot of effort being exerted here. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more. And there's the bell to start round 10. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing.
1,
referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or...
Oh, no! Ali is down! How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Where did that come from? What a shot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.